Hey GolfPass, I'm Nathalie Sheehan. Today we're going to talk about having really great tempo on your putting. So tempo ties directly into your distance control. If you have poor distance control, you hit it too short or too far a lot of the time, your tempo is going to be part of the problem. I've got some great drills here for you, one of which is simply with a couple of tees. So our tempo should remain the same regardless of our length of putt. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit and how we can specifically work on that tempo. But part one is I've just got 3 tees here, and I've calculated about how large my stroke needs to be to this hole right out in front of me. So the middle tee marks where my golf ball is going to go, and then the outside tees are marking where my putter face is going to travel during my stroke. So we can make some practice strokes here, back and through. Right, and you can see that my stroke is pretty even in both directions. I'm not taking the putter back really short and finishing really far past that forward tee. This is gonna make that stroke nice and even, which will play into your tempo. What I love adding into this is I actually just have this thing I pull up on Google. You can type metronome into your Google and one pops right up in there. And I set it on about 78 beats per minute. Some people are a little faster or a little slower, but that would be sort of the median. So I'm gonna push play here so you can hear. It just makes kind of this tick-tock noise, okay? So as you are putting, you can do this with the tees or without, but we're going to have on each tick, my putter will be at the back tee and then the front tee. So, okay, so I'm gonna rest this on the ground, but leave it playing. And we're gonna hit a couple. Awesome. So when we have that great tempo, you can use this metronome on your phone, use these tees, and your tempo is going to stay the same regardless of the length of your putt. So if we had a 30-foot putt, we would still use this same setting on the metronome in order to hit that putt, same as we would on a 3 or a 4-foot putt. So you can stick with that same setting on that metronome for all lengths of putts. You can also adjust the width of the tees for a longer or a shorter putt in order to practice. This is a great thing to implement on the golf course, and the easiest way to do that out on the golf course is just to maybe hear that metronome playing in your head and then see that your stroke is going back and through about the same distance. I love taking those sort of consecutive practice strokes versus just one stroke and starting over. That will also help with having really nice tempo. If you can work on your tempo and nail that down and be very consistent with it, I promise your distance control is going to be better, which is going to eliminate 3 putts for you. We hate 3 putts. So work on this before you play. Use some of these tips out on the golf course. It's going to help you shoot some lower scores. All right, GolfPass members, can't wait to see your questions and comments below. We are going to get back to as many of you as we can.